So this evening we have a pretty great opportunity to hear from several Harlem Lacrosse participants who are all in different stages of their journeys with the organization, and I have the privilege of interviewing them. Whether students decide to pursue an independent school or stay in the community to attend high school, Harlem Lacrosse provides support. Whether students decide to pursue lacrosse in college or not, Harlem Lacrosse provides support. Each student has their own journey, and Harlem Lacrosse, and what makes Harlem Lacrosse so unique is that the organization supports the personal path of each child. And so I will begin by introducing my panelists, and as I say your name, if you'd come up and join me up here on the stage, you can leave that center chair open for me, and then I'll jump in and we'll start our conversation. So let's begin with Brianna Fernandez. She has been a Harlem Lacrosse participant. She's been with Harlem Lacrosse since 2016. She was the founding captain for the Frederick Douglass Academy Girls High School program, where she graduated from last year, and she is now a freshman at the University of Albany. Welcome. Devon Johnson also attended Frederick Douglass Academy and is also attending the University of Albany. He's been in the Harlem Lacrosse family since 2014. He's got a couple of years of college left, but he has already secured some great internship opportunities. Welcome, Devon. Cassie Pena. She has been a Harlem Lacrosse participant since 2018. She graduated from PS 149 and now is in her second year at Frederick Douglass Academy. Cassie is also a member of the Harlem Lacrosse National Club team as well. And William Villa is a St. Lawrence University commit who has participated with Harlem Lacrosse since 2017. He also attended PS 149, Frederick Douglass Academy, and Northfield Mount Herman School. Please join me in welcoming all of our panelists. Nice to have you guys. So Brianna, if I may, I'm going to start with you. I heard that you thought about quitting early on. So walk us through what happened. Why were you thinking about quitting, and how did you work your way through that decision?
Okay, so when I first started playing lacrosse, I would tell Coach Natasha every single day that I was gonna quit, and it was a fight every single practice. Like, she'd be like, no, it's okay, try to get that ground ball, and I'm like, no, I'm not coming back. I don't like it here, I don't like this. But every day she would just encourage me, no, just come back tomorrow, come back tomorrow, come back. It was the same conversation for weeks, actually, until I decided to stay. And I'm glad I did, because I didn't know everything that would come from just me not giving up and me not quitting. Like, the beginning, little did I know that was the beginning of the middle school girls program at FDA, and then I was there for the beginning of the high school girls program, the Philanthropic Leadership Council. I got an internship at Willis Towers Watson. It's just so many amazing opportunities that I never would have imagined were coming my way.
What was the thing that made you ultimately decide not to quit?
I think the biggest thing that really made me not quit just was the encouragement from Natasha specifically. Just because, I mean, like, you know, growing up, elementary school, middle school, you don't really, like, your teachers care about you, yes, but you don't meet too many people that really embed themselves in your life, or like really just want to be a part of that journey with you. And thankfully, I met Natasha, and she just saw something in me that I didn't see in me yet. And she just pushed me to be who I am today.
Great story. Brianna, you mentioned your internship at Willis Towers Watson last summer. Can you talk a little bit about that? How you got that internship? How was that experience?
So I had no idea about anything having to do with Willis Towers Watson. It's an insurance broker company, and I was very scared to start there just because, you know, you don't see a lot of kids from where we come from or how we look in places like that, especially interning, especially at the age that I was not even in college yet, just graduated like high school. It was very scary, but it was such an amazing opportunity. I think the one thing that sticks out to me to this day is I was able to sit next to like my boss, like the head of my side of the company, like sit next to him every day, and we would have conversations, talk to him about, I've been to his house. Like, it's just, I didn't realize the opportunities that were there and the connections that you make. That was amazing, and I will be there this summer, so it's amazing.
Devon, I'm going to turn to you now. How would you say that your experience at Harlem Lacrosse transformed you as a student?
I would say initially, when I came into middle school, I struggled a lot academically due to various reasons. And when I joined Harlem Lacrosse, the program gave me structure in a lot of different ways. And initially, normally, how I am as a person, I'm very inquisitive and I'm very eager to learn, like my parents, my dad especially. I get that from them. But it was just, it was unfocused. And Harlem Lacrosse gave me the programming and the support and the love and the attention and the patience. I think patience is a really big thing that this program gives our kids that is essential to keeping and retaining kids like Brianna that wanted to quit, constantly going at her and tell her that we want you here. Like, let them know that we want you to be here. It's really important to give me confidence as a person. I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't the best student early on, and it took me till my junior year to really get it together. But when I got it together, it was something else, you know? And so I think that's it. It's the patience and the trust and the confidence building that they give you. Like, all the program directors come from lacrosse backgrounds, so they're people that we look up to that already did what I wanted to do, and they're just like beacons that I can look to if I'm going in the right direction, I can just follow what they did.
Can you talk about specific services and specific supports that they gave you academically?
I would say the tutoring was a really big thing. It really targeted a lot of the underlying issues that I had early on as a student. I really started to work on specifically 3 times a week with different tutors on different subjects, whether it be my writing skills or math or what have you, it would be science. Really start to dig at the things and start to ask questions, and over time, starting to build the habit of studying and learning how to study. I think learning how to study is a really big thing that I wasn't taught early on, and once I started to develop the habits of studying and pacing out my material and reaffirming what I learned, it really took me to the next level.
When did you realize that you wanted to play lacrosse in college, and how did Harlem Lacrosse help you get there?
I knew from day one. From day one. I mean, all my friends were playing in, and we're very, very competitive, especially my group, the 2019-2020 crew, and the guys before us. We always battled in the handball court every day. We would be there after practice, before practice, on the weekends. Like, we grinded so hard. Like, you could ask Coach Richie, I asked him for like shooting sessions every day after practice, after school. To this day, I still ask him for shooting sessions. So like, it was nonstop. So I think that our competitiveness amongst each other, and understanding that we didn't have the same opportunities that everybody else had, and how far behind we were early on, and that just made us more motivated. And it kind of gave us an understanding of where we can be good at, and just like leaning into that. And our hard work and our perseverance is what kind of gave us the opportunities to be successful in the ways that we were.
You're still in college, but I'm curious if you start thinking about Harlem Lacrosse being part of your life after college.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being a PD would be awesome. But and in the capacity that I'm at now, especially in college, I think they really allowed me and encouraged me to take lead in developing our internship program. I think that's a really big thing that we're doing recently that Brianna mentioned, and it's really going to be a game changer for our program going forward, especially with our alumni, all of our alumni going to college. I think solidifying their personal, professional careers is what's going to be the tail end of what our program is about, changing our kids' lives. And we don't want to leave them hanging once they get to college. We want to make sure that they're good after we play. You know, it's not just about lacrosse. And Brianna's a good example of that. She decided not to play lacrosse in college. And she started her first internship before she even stepped foot on campus. And that just gives her motivation to do well in school. That gave me motivation to do well in school because I know I was striving for something after college. I wasn't in limbo, think about what's next. I knew what was next. It gave me purpose.
Cassie, so talk to me a little bit about your goals and how they intersect with what you're getting from Harlem Lacrosse. I'm afraid to see what that was. Oh, your phone, sorry.
Just leave it there.
I know that like when I get older, like I want to play college lacrosse, and like seeing how like alumni like these three, they're in college and getting support from Harlem Lacrosse, I have confidence that Harlem Lacrosse will do the same for me.
Tell me a little bit about your experience when you joined Harlem Lacrosse.
I started lacrosse when I was in middle school in the 6th grade, and I was being coached under Elise Van Arsdale. Yeah. She's somewhere over there. I love her. She got me to the point where I am now. She like helped me with stick skills, academics, and building me as a person. And like without her start, like there would never be no finish.
Talk to us a little bit about your program director, Natasha, and how she supports your academics.
The dog right there. That's my homie. Natasha, like academically. So our team, we have tutoring, we have study hall, but right now our team, we have this thing called pink slips.
What's a pink slip?
A pink slip is like, it's like an academic tracker. Make sure you come to class on time, you're getting your homework done, you're not behaving bad in class. And we have to hand it in every Friday. Yeah. I forgot mine's last week, but she'll get another one this week, I swear. I swear.
That was my biggest nightmare.
The pink slips.
Same.
Explain to everybody how Natasha and all of that is helping you as you have your dream of going to college and playing lacrosse one day in college.
What that is doing is keeping me on top of my stuff, you know, like time management.
Not for you. Carry on.
That's like helping me track stuff like time management and like staying on top of my homework and stuff. Not to brag or anything, but
No,
you
go
know,
ahead,
like,
brag.
I got really good grades, y'all. I fixed it. I got good grades. I fixed it. Woo!
We like the bragging, and congratulations. That's
Thank
great
you.
to hear. So, William, let's chat a little bit about how you came to Harlem Lacrosse, because that coincided with your family coming to the United States. Take us back to that time. What was that like for you?
So yeah, so I came from the Dominican Republic 5 years ago. Didn't know no English. I only knew how to say hi, to be honest. Hi, and can I use the bathroom? That was really it. So first day I remember after a month being here, so I went to PS 149, and first day in the morning my mom was taking me to school, and I see like 20 kids with lacrosse sticks. And I'm like, what is this? Like, I never seen it in my life. So one of my friends that played lacrosse, he was Dominican, and he came to me and asked me, like, hey, you should try it. They do overnight trips. And I say, hell yeah, like, that's what I want to do. So first practice, it was just different. Like, once I put that helmet on and grab a lacrosse stick, it was just freedom. I feel so free. Like everything that was going on around me just went away, and it was just me with my friends having fun. Like to this day, like it's just I still have the same feeling, and I think Harlem Lacrosse for that. Like anytime I need an escape, I just put my helmet on and go shoot around and just go to the field and shoot a bunch of shots, hit some corners, and just have fun with it.
How has Harlem Lacrosse supported you as a first-gen student?
So, um, so if you don't have good grades, you can play. That's it. If you don't pass your classes, you don't play. So, I didn't know any English. So what I used to do, I went home and take a picture of my homework, translate in Spanish, do it in Spanish, and translate back in English every day, every night, just for me to come to practice, to go to tournaments, to play. Yeah. It was every day, man. Every day it was a hustle, but it really helped me so much because every time I was just writing it and like translating Spanish and English, I was just learning new words and new words in English, and it was just like so exciting to like keep learning English and just playing lacrosse. It was just like awesome.
How would you describe the relationship between your program directors and your family?
Push Mike, man, that old man right there, almost 45 years old. So, Coach Mike, he really helped me keep like myself on the right track. Every time he saw me take a step left, he always put me like help me and take 5 steps right. It was every day, like just helping me. Even when I went to boarding school, like early this year, he drove me to school with my mom and my grandma right there, all the way home, all the way to school, and it was just awesome time. It was like so good. Like my grandma and mom, they don't speak any English, so they just here like listening to me talk, but they don't know what I'm saying. To be honest, so it was just my grandma just making jokes and my coach laughing. And it was just like so good to like have like that kind of like experience with my coach and my family.
Finally, talk about your academic goals. Like, how did Harlem Lacrosse help you with the things that you wanted to achieve academically?
So when I first came here, I wanted to be an engineer, but I realized that was not my path. I actually want to be a teacher, and I think yeah, a teacher. Let's go. So I want to be a teacher, and I think Harlem Lacrosse for like open my eyes to see what I really want, and just like with the tutors and helps that they have and have helped me just make me realize how much I want to help the youth and how much I want to be one of them to like to the kids that come to different countries and how I want to help them succeed.
Great. So a final question for each of you. I'd like you to all answer this question, and that is, for this entire room full of folks who are listening to you, what do you want them to walk away with that they might not know about Harlem Lacrosse? What do you think that they need to know? Why don't you start us off, Brianna?
I think what I would want you guys to take away from tonight was that you're only seeing 4 kids up here. There's hundreds and hopefully thousands of more in the future that will have success stories just like us and that do have success stories just like us. And this program has changed our lives in so many ways and continues to change lives everywhere. And it's amazing. It's amazing to hear about. It's amazing to see. Like, I know you guys are like, whoa, they did that. They did what? William just learned English like 5 years ago. Like, it's amazing. So, yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Devon?
I would say that throughout all of our stories, you can see how we all have illustrated how Harlem Lacrosse has given us structure. And within that structure, Harlem Lacrosse give us direction. And within that direction, they give us the momentum to move forward. So as you think about what you can do for us as a program, how can you support our momentum as an organization going forward to drive change in our communities?
Great. Thank you. Cassie, you're next.
I'm still taking away stuff from Harlem Lacrosse today, so y'all gonna take away one thing though. Well, me, like, I'm taking away that I have like a really big family, and that's not just at home. That's like with my peers at Harlem Lacrosse, and like, you know, donating to us is like donating to a big old happy family. You know, like a big
That
old
you all
happy
are a part
family. Like, that's my family right there. Like, that's still my family. Like, why wouldn't you wanna, you know, see our happy little faces? You know?
William, I'm not sure you can follow that. But I will give you the last word this evening. Go ahead.
Oh, that's a pleasure. So, 5 years ago, if you would have asked me where I would be right now, it would definitely be working right now to help my mom and my grandma with the stuff like expenses in the house. But Harlem Lacrosse really opened so many doors for me. Like I never thought I was gonna go to boarding school and get a better education. I never thought I was gonna go to St. Lawrence and commit to lacrosse. Like I never thought that. So it's like. So, y'all just seeing, like Brianna said, y'all only seeing 4 kids here, but there's so many more. Like my boy Johanso back up in 49, that just learned English like me, just learned English like me last summer. That need so much help, and it will be so useful, so useful. Thank you.
And thank you. A big thank you to our panelists. Obviously, you've seen all the ways in which Harlem Lacrosse has really helped them flourish, and it's wonderful to see, and your perspective is really valuable and important. So I'd love everyone to give them another round of applause. William and Cassie and Devon and Brianna. You can stand up. Why not? And I'm going to have you guys go off this way.